Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you today with UFC talk. I just got done talking about Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey and the soon-to-be rematch, which seemed that the fight is probably being put together backstage. As we talk right now, Dana White is probably trying to get everybody on the phone, trying to put together when they will be able to book this fight, seeing how it might be one of the biggest UFC fights of all time and probably bring in tons and tons of money. I can remember back the hype that we were waiting for UFC 189, which was supposed to be Conor McGregor versus José Aldo. McGregor was a guy that was built up very, very big, and back in July, this fight just fell apart. It felt that it was going to be one of the biggest UFC shows of all time. You had Lawler going up against McDonald. You had McGregor versus Aldo. There was like a world tour where basically McGregor and Aldo were going all around the world to try and basically just get as much people talking about this fight as it was. Conor McGregor, anytime there's a microphone, anytime there's a camera, he's going to put on a performance that makes everybody notice that this guy is the guy. And he's been trying to say that José Aldo, who's the guy who's held the championship for, I believe, close to 10 years, his time is up and it is his time now. Conor McGregor is a guy that, is sort of, as I've been watching UFC for the last year, maybe 2 years, I watch fights and I haven't really been able to pick a guy. But, Conor McGregor is a guy who honestly looks a lot like Sheamus, reminds me a lot of Ric Flair. He does the styling, he does the profiling, he knows how to dress, he knows how to talk. Almost everything that he's done in UFC to me has been must-see television, whether it's, him doing weigh-ins, him doing interviews, him doing fights, him on the Ultimate Fighting show where it's Team McGregor going up against our Sacramento's finest on there, but fun stuff. I mean, this is going to be a great fight. I can honestly tell you that I don't believe there's as much hype for this upcoming UFC 194 as there was for UFC 189. I know that getting this fight together for UFC 194 was a lot of backstage talk about where this fight was going to happen. Basically, UFC tried to book the MGM Grand Arena, which is the home arena, for this fight to happen December 5th. Which would have been tomorrow, but it was already booked for a concert. So then basically UFC decided that they might take the show on the road. They started flirting with the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, which got the city of Las Vegas talking because of how much money UFC brings to Las Vegas, and basically got them all set up to do the fight December 12th at the MGM Grand Arena, which is going to be going down. And one of my buddies from work actually has tickets to this, and that's one of the things that really got me really fired up for this. We started talking about Aldo versus McGregor, Weidman versus Rockhold, as being two big fights that are going down on this show, and I threw out there, man, I probably would rather go to see that UFC fight than go to WrestleMania, which then I ultimately had regrets about maybe 2 minutes later. But I've never been to a UFC show, and Conor McGregor is my favorite fighter. Chris Weidman is a guy that I really like to watch fight as well. So there is a lot of knowing that this is going to be a really big weekend next weekend, seeing these fights. What is there to really say about McGregor versus Aldo that hasn't been said already? We already got ready all summer thinking that this fight was going to happen. Easily, when you think about McGregor going into the last UFC fight when he fought Chad Mendes, and Mendes is the guy who had his own battles with José Aldo. I believe he fought him twice, and they were really, really good fights that Aldo was able to get the decision on them, I believe. And Mendes is the guy that took McGregor down to the ground and really is showed a strategy on how to beat this guy. But then again, Mendes is a big guy. José Aldo doesn't look like a big guy that's going to be able to throw McGregor down on the ground and keep him on the ground. McGregor was able to keep his cool, even though he was pinned to the ground, trash talking Weidman the whole time. Not Weidman, I apologize, Mendes, the whole time the fight was going on. And I just don't see that might be a style for another bigger guy to get in there against McGregor and push McGregor to the end. But I don't see Jose Aldo being able to do that. So I'm really looking forward to this fight and this whole UFC show as a whole with Weidman versus Rockhold. But it's going to be fun and it's going to be good. Uriah Faber is even fighting on the prelim card against Frankie Sanchez. So it should be a good show top to bottom, and we'll see what's going down next weekend. Peace out, everybody.